Well, I'm going to tell you guys in this vlog why I personally think you should do your motorcycle big license as soon as you can. Now, if you are over the age of 20, if you are 25 or over, that will be just your big bike license, your A license, I believe. And if you're under 25 like me, I'm 22, you'll be on your A2 license, which means, you know, that is your big bike test, but it's like a restricted bike test. So if you've passed your CBT, compulsory basic training, and you're serious about motorbikes and you love them and you really enjoy riding, and you're old enough to go do your A2 license, I cannot recommend doing it enough. Coming from a person who's actually done this, which is me, I was on a CBT for 3 years, I believe, so there was a year where I could have passed my A2, and I didn't because it cost so much money, and instead I bought an Aprilia RS 125 motorcycle, 2-stroke, and that was great fun, but it's not so much what you're allowed to ride after the A2, or even the big bike test. It's more for the A2 this, but if you pass your A2 license as quickly as you can, you have 2 years where you have to ride a bike and then you're allowed to do your big test again. And my biggest hate about the A2 license is that you have to wait to do your bigger test. You have to wait 2 years. You can't just like do a year and then be like, right, I'm ready for the big boy now. You have to wait 2 years. So if you can get your big test done as quick as you can, you've just got instant access. Even if you want to ride, I don't know, a CB500, you know, a classic old school. They're not big brake horsepower, but if you want to ride anything bigger, the option is always there. That is the main reason why. If you're allowed to do your big bike test straight off and you won't have any restrictions because you're an older guy, like 25 or over, I still think it's worth doing as soon as you can. Nice car. I still think it's worth doing as soon as you can because, again, you can just go buy whatever the hell you want. If you want 1,000, go buy 1,000. And it's not, maybe it's a personal thing, but I like having choice. When my choice gets taken away, that's when I start to dislike things. Like, that's why I don't like the licensing in this country, because there's a lot of age-related restrictions. Even though I've been riding a motorcycle for 5 years, technically, you know, they're saying I'm not allowed a full-power bike because I'm not 25, and I think that's stupid. They've only just recently changed the laws too. On the A64 on a Friday. I am actually going to town, but I'm going to be taking a bit of a different route because I hate going the same way all the time. I gotta say, these earplugs are fantastic. I'll definitely put a description, link in the description to them. Really worth looking at. £10 and I got 2 sets out of them, but they are reusable. I kind of messed the first pair up a little bit. They don't fill your ears as much as the ones I've got in, but they're still really good. So where I'm going today as well, I'm going to go to Infinity in town, the motorcycle shop, and I'm going to go buy some new knee sliders. Not because I've worn mine down, because I am a faggot and I cannot get my knee down. I have tried so hard and I just end up scraping my boots all over the floor every time. So I need a bit more practice before I can scrape all my knee guards off. But I'm actually going to go buy another pair of knee guards. I want some custom ones, like the Scream ones. So I'm going to go have a look at that just because they look wicked. A lot of you guys might be thinking as well, like, well, it's with the topic that I'm discussing, it is kind of like, well, you would think everyone would do their big bike test as soon as they could anyway. You'd be like, well, why does Trem even need to talk about this? Well, that's not necessarily true, because a lot of people stay on their CBT for a lot of years, and I'm talking like sometimes 5 years plus. They just stay on a CBT and just redo it every 2 years. And I think the reason for that is because it is quite a lot of money to do your big bike test. It's like £500, maybe a bit more if you're inexperienced. And that puts a lot of people off, but I can assure you it is worth the money. And I know for that kind of money you could nearly buy yourself a nice little 125 that would do you. But think about it like this. You do your big bike test, no learner plates. For me, that was a big thing. No learner plates gives you that sense of, well, you finally made it into the biking world, you're a proper biker. Secondly, more powerful bikes, even if they are restricted. Oops, slipped a bit there. I think that's oil on the floor. Is it? Looks like it. It's like my car test. Since I passed it, I know I never have to do that again. And that's a really nice feeling. Whereas my bike test, I'm kind of thinking, oh, next year, got to do my bike test again. A couple of years ago, it was a bit different. You just automatically upgraded after 2 years, so that's not that bad. But the fact now that you have to do another test, you kind of want to get it out of the way as quick as you can. I seem to be finding a lot of nice car drivers lately. But as soon as you think they're all nice, that's when they get you. I can't believe I'm meant to be going down there where that white Maserati is. That's nice. Oh, god damn it. I'll have to go around. Today, also, if you guys are like, Trem, why is there so much traffic? It's yacht races today, so there's going to be a lot of cars. So this is what I just bought. Scream these ladders. Boom. So if you guys have any questions about the topic that I've mentioned today, you know, anything at all, just post in the comments below. I'll try and answer them as best as possible. I believe to do your big bike test, which is probably quite an important question I haven't answered, I think you have to be 19 to be able to do your bike test. You'll have a theory test to do as well. You'll have a module 1 and 2. All that's described in the description anyway, so don't worry about that. Oh dear! The learner driver nearly gets herself squished. I know learner drivers have to learn, but I do think sometimes like they need a certain level of experience before they should be allowed on the road. Because some of them are just unbelievable. There's no point in someone learning when you're about to get squished. Well, it looks like it's going to piss down, so that'll do me for this vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed the topic anyway. Like I say, any questions regarding the topic, please just comment down below and I will answer them as quickly as I can. So thanks again for watching, guys. Got a couple more vlog topics in mind to be covering over these next couple of weeks. So I'll see you in the next one. See you later.
Come on.